All right, it's time for another episode of the PulseWave Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. If you are investing in the markets or trading in the markets in any capacity, you can't do it without the PulseWave Reports. I don't know how anybody is able to consistently make profit in these turbulent markets without the PulseWave Report. Do yourself a favor. I don't care how long you've been doing this. You need the PulseWave Reports. There is nothing like it on the planet. Never has been, never will be. You owe it to yourself to go to PulseWaveTrading.com so that you can build yourself a residual income. Make money while you're sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. You put your trades on right before you go to bed at night. Put your stops in to go with it. You wake up in the morning, ching ching. You wake up in the morning with money. And you can easily just take your profits and then go on your merry way. That's what we do. I'm trying to teach y'all how to strive in these markets, all right? All right, let's get this done with. We got so many charts, and I need to breeze through these things right quick. All right, so first and foremost, we got SVL. This is Silver Mines trading on the good old ASX. What up to all of our Aussies out there? All right, so this one has a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. So the trend line support down here is going to be our initial target on this one. So you definitely are going to want to definitely watch this one. All right, watch the PulseWave report and follow it to a T on how to deal with that. All right, the next one up here is Tesla. So as you can see here, the bears still maintain that control. And then we got that down leg today. See, that downside production keeps on coming from the crash alert back here. And the trend line support is the target on this Tesla pullback. We'll see if the bears are able to successfully get it down that low to about the 750 handle, or are the bulls going to come in and bail the market out yet again? Moving on to the gold futures. All right, so here's the scenario in gold. Here was your initial rally alert. Here's the upside production today. Notice how the market respected the overhead trend line resistance and then promptly pulled back. You can't make this stuff up, folks. All right. That's why the trend line resistance was the initial support, because that's what that first line of resistance is. Can the market get to the secondary resistance zone of the bottom of the Kumo cloud? That would put gold up around the 880 level. I'm sorry, 1880. That's $1,880 level. All right. Currently, we're at 1844. Can the bulls keep this going? Or are the bears going to come back in here and reclaim this market? All right, just keep in mind that right now, the gold futures are still in a bear market. See, bearish. Here's your red grizzly bear in the bottom right-hand side. This is still a bear market. All right, so you can't get over that. This is still a bear market. That has not changed. And until the bulls can wrestle back control, gold is still being shown on the weak side. All right, what else we got here? We got a crash alert now for the NASDAQ 100. All right, this is the futures contract. Trend line support down here. The 12,900 level is their initial target, which means this thing has the potential to fall fast and furious. Definitely going to be watching this one. That'll be a fun one to participate in if that comes to fruition. Crude oil futures also having a crash alert today, so I'm watching that too. That too will be interesting. Will we get some sort of a pullback correction back down to like maybe 55, 54 handle? A $4 pullback, that's nothing to smirk at. I think I may want to participate in that. We'll see what happens. All right, looking forward now to the Russell My Hustle. We got a crash alert in the Russell My Hustle. Trend line support around 2050 level is the initial target. Remember, the further you get away from the trend lines, the further you have to rise or fall to get to them. All right, this thing is pulled away quite much. All right, the more multiple standard deviations you get away from that trend line, the more standard deviations you got to reach in order to get back to the trend line. So this is where we are, folks. This is something to watch. Have we hit a short-term top in the stock market? Let's see. All right, next up we got silver. So silver has a crash alert now. The trend lines down here around the $26 level is the initial target, which means we stand to possibly see a dollar fall here. We could fall as much as $1 in the silver futures. All right, can't ignore the crash alerts. Doesn't mean that it's going to keep falling, because I still think this bullish pointer around that $30.50 level is about to be challenged as well. But right now you got to trade what the market's giving you. Right now it's giving you that it may want to further correct and build out this this base around the trend line support. Next up, we got the Australian dollar. Moving over here to the forex side of things. Bears still have it. All right. The bulls haven't wrestled control yet, even though they're letting this thing get, rally a little bit. But the higher it gets, the more it's going to put us into that bullish zone. We've now gotten out of the neutral zone and we've entered into that bullish bull market zone. So the bulls might be able to wrestle control of this. So you definitely need to follow the reports and do exactly as indicated. All right, next up we got the mighty Bitcoin Futures Composite Index. Here's your crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Trend line down here at 30,000. Trend line at 30,000 is the initial target. That is a 15,000 point drop, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot ignore the crash alert. Even if it doesn't come into fruition and there's no downside production, you cannot ignore these crash alerts. They are here for a reason and they do serve a purpose. Just because you're in a bull market doesn't mean you can't have pullbacks and deeper corrections. All right, you ignore the crash alerts at your own peril. All right, if you are long the Bitcoin, you need to be popping your way through it so you don't turn this nice upside production and profits into a loss. All right, follow the instruction manual. If you're not shorting it, then you need to be on the sidelines in cash waiting for your entry. Do not get wounded by this crash alert, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have the euro dollar. All right, so the euro dollar is still in a neutral position, but the bears are in control of the market. Here's the initial crash alert. Here's all this downside production, and the market is still caught up in the Kumo cloud of confusion, and this is what it is. So, again, the bulls are trying to pull away, but they haven't done so yet. Excuse me. Is the euro dollar leading the stock indexes at this point? It's disconnected itself from it. The euro dollar and the euro yen primarily would trade tick for tick with the S&P 500. But it seems that we have now broken away from that, and now it seems the euro yen and the euro dollar seem to be acting as a leading indicator to the S&P 500. So, are we in trouble? Is the S&P in trouble? Is the euro dollar pointing to a direction that we're going to go and a chart pattern that we're going to chase? If so, we have a pretty deep correction coming in the stock market. Next up is natural gas. Take a look at natural gas. We are well into the winter months now, and we're in natural gas should be, hovering around that $3 mark. And as you can see here, that's pretty much what happened. We have a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading there. We did have this crash alert here. You got that nice downside production. Now the market's nicely reversing and wants to take out this bullish pointer, which should send prices north of the top of the Kumo cloud. All right, so we are on a bull market in the net gas, and I think this thing wants to run to we'll probably get to 345, 350, depending on how severe of a cold snap we get. So definitely one to watch, that rally alert for tonight. All right, the next one here was a request. This is MicroStrategy. The ticker is MSTR on the NASDAQ. And as you can see here, this one has a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. Probably going to fill this gap right here. All right, so this could be a nice significant drop. So if you're along this market, you should be popping your way through it. Now, I realized something here. I realized that this stock was not in the PulseWave reports, so I just added it. So if you check your dashboard and refresh your dashboard, you should be able to see that. All right, you should be able to see that. All right, next up we got Doji. Here's the Doji coin. Let's see what's going on with Doji. All right, so we're flip-flopping, as you can see. We had the crash alert. We got no rhythm on that, no downside production. That didn't come to fruition, but now we got a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. All right, so definitely want to be aware of that one if you're operating in the Doji coin. Next up, we have Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum's been really flip-flopping around the places you can see here. Not normal with more stronger, healthier bull markets. Even though this thing has really rallied without any real correction, you just had little pullbacks with no real corrections. And now we got a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. I don't know. The last crash alert, we got a little bit of downside production, but it then quickly reversed. So that one really didn't follow through. The one before that one really didn't either. So it's like the boy who cried wolf, right? But then the one before that one, you did get 2 down bars of production. The one before that, you got a nice bar down of production. The one before that, we saw nothing. And then the one before that one got some production. So this one's been waffling around. Will we finally get a real correction? If that's the case and we get production here, the trend line down at 1100 is going to be the initial target. So that's going to be interesting to watch. All right, Litecoin. Here's Litecoin. So here is the last rally alert in the Litecoin. Here's all this upside production producing a bullish pointer. And yes, the bulls have it. You're in a bull market again. The bull is back trending north. And I think that this thing wants to break the 205 level. So I think 205 is in play for a target for Litecoin. Let's see if the bulls can make it happen. All right, moving right along now, we have Theta. This is a request. Let's see if the chart, oh, there we go. Okay, Theta has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. The trend line support is not too far away, so I'm going to make the target the top of the Kumo cloud here on this one. Definitely follow the instructions in your report. Keep in mind, too, this thing has been neutral for a long time. Look at this. All right, you've been neutral since December of 2020, and you're still neutral. You're not trending at all. All right, despite what you see here, this is a neutral market. It is not a bull market. It is not a bear market. It has been a long, hyperextended, neutral market. All right? Keep that in the back of your mind. Next up, we got the XRP Ripple. All right, the Ripple effect is live and direct. Last alert we had was a rally alert here. Here's all your upside production. It is respecting the top of the Kumo cloud, which is acting as initial resistance. The question will be, when and if we can take out this massive bullish pointer. I do believe the bullish pointer is now in play. If the bulls can get enough energy behind it, they can get out of the Kumo cloud and head for the highs. So this is definitely one to watch. Next up, we got ZRX. All right, here's your ZRX. Crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. I think we're going to come down here and close the gap. So definitely keep your eyes and ears open on this one. All right, next up we have American Airlines. Here's your American Airlines. Still in the Kumo cloud. You are bullish, so you are in a bull trend, but you're just kind of moving sideways here for now. Right now, the market is called sideways to slightly lower. As you can see, the bearish bias in the market, but you do have this massive bullish pointer. So at some point, I think the market's going to come back here, and this will become attractive again, back toward north of $22. So just something to watch on that one. All right, what about Apple? A piece of that Apple. I hear the rumor that Apple Music is going bye-bye. You're going to have to start using Spotify now. Well, that could be probably the reason you got this crash alert back here and all this downside production. Then you got the rally alert. It got a little bit of upside production here, but now the bears are pulling it back down. Crash alert, downside production. This thing doesn't know what it wants to do. I'm going to call this one to 130. I think this one drops to 130, and then we'll see where it goes from there. You still are in a bull market overall, but it's just not really acting like one at the moment. So we'll see if Apple can pull it together. Let's see what the bulls do there. All right, next up is the highly expensive stock, Amazon. All right, so it is in a bullish configuration, but it's not acting like a bull market because here was the crash alert. Here's this nice downside production. Right here, flirting with the trend line support. Bears still have it. All right, they're in control of this market. Looks like this market wants to come down and finally close this gap back here that was made on January the 20th of 2021. If that is the case, well, then you got quite a way to fall down here. If you're currently at $3,266 a share, we're talking getting you down to $3,150 a share. That is a massive amount of points. So definitely be careful on that one. Next one here is Ford. Ford has a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. Trend line support around the $10 mark is going to be the initial target on this one. All right, next up we got Facebook. Let's see what's going on with the Facebook. All right, so Facebook has been flip-flopping. You've been bullish, going and go neutral, then you flip back to bullish, flip back to neutral, flip to bearish, flip to neutral, flip back to bearish, flip into neutral. This thing, it just can't get it together. Technically speaking, you're just in a massive trading range. And I do mean massive. 245 on the low, 295 on the top. That's quite a trading range for this stock. Right now, you have the rally alert here with all this nice upside production. Bottom of the Kumo cloud is acting as your your resistance zone, which is going to put you around the $275 mark. That's where you are right now. So we'll see if the bulls have enough to push through this zone and get you back up to the 280. But if it can get to 280, that's going to be the next resistance area. So this one is having to fight through a lot of upside resistance. You do have a bullish pointer right here made on January the 28th of 2021. So prices will be attracted to that area if the bulls can get enough energy behind it. So this is just one of those that you got to just look and watch. This chart is ugly. This doesn't look like Facebook. This looks like a wheat chart. This is usually what wheat looks like, because wheat trades in these ranges like this. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on this one. This Facebook is looking nasty. I don't know. All right, here's GameStop. GameStop is also in a neutral zone right now. You do have a rally alert for tomorrow's trading. This stock is starting to come down and calm down now. Notice how you filled all the gaps down here that I was telling you about. You filled them, you're done. Technically speaking, this market can start to decide when it wants to be when it grows up. But now this is an interesting chart to talk about. All right, it's very interesting. We know all this right here was Robotron. Okay, we know this is Robotron. All you old heads out there, you remember Robotron at the arcade. That was a big famous game back in the day, Robotron. So this is Robotron activity up here. But now we're back down here to reality. But you got issues that need to be discussed and addressed. What if, for whatever reason or miracle, paranormal activity, supernatural, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But let's talk about what we do know about these markets. We know that, number one, gaps eventually get filled. What else do we know? Pointers initially always get reconciled. All right. Price action is always attracted to your trend lines, to your gaps, and to your pointers. That is a rule that has never changed since the invention creation of these markets. All right, this it's been the same since the 60s, the 70s, the 1980s, the 1990s. It is still the same thing today. That will never change. It is a dynamic of the marketplace. You don't have to like it, but you do have to deal with it. This is a gap that was created on February the 2nd of this year. All right. This gap means that the price has to rally beyond $158 a share to fill this gap, to close this gap. All right. Price action does not always close the gap, but it will attempt to fill it in. So you'll come up here, you get in there. All you need to do is rise a little bit. Okay, filled it, done. Or you can totally close and come up here and then fall back down. At some point, we know that the price action will need to be attracted back north of $158, no matter how low it goes from here, because this is a gap that must be reconciled. But we have something else which is really kind of creepy and really interesting that we need to talk about. And it's kind of exciting. I've never seen this before. Not like this. Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? What if I told you that according to the algorithm law of gaps and pointers, the market has to take out this massive bullish pointer, which is sitting here at $483 a share? I know it sounds bananas. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds crazy. I know. But this is a bullish pointer, and a massive one at that. Price action has to do it. It's gonna happen at some point. You don't have to like it, but it's gonna happen. I don't care if they get bought out by another company or they announce some incredible supernatural paranormal device or something, or change up to the point where GameStop is the place to be and shop. I don't know. Are they going to start selling sea monkeys or selling Yeti eggs, or are they going to start, selling Bigfoot, paws for good luck charms? Do they have an alien head that they found or something? And the only way you can see it is you come and shop there? I don't know. But I do know this. This is a bullish pointer, and it will be reconciled one day. I know it sounds ridiculous, but again, filling gaps is a law, and so is dealing with pointers. It's a law, and it is what it is. I didn't make it up. This is facts. These are markets, and they haven't changed. They have not changed. That's all I'm saying. Take from this what you will. But this bullish pointer right here, sitting here at almost $500 a share, it's going to have to get reconciled at some point. I know, man. I know. GameStop space stations. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have invented, what you call that? A well. You get into the pool, fountain of youth. I don't know if it's a fountain of youth or if they got some type of beam me up Scotty device where you can teleport anywhere you want in the universe or on the planet. I don't know. But that pointer is going to have to be reconciled. Okay, so the last thing I have for you today is the bond market TLT. So we had a rally alert here. We got this upside production and overhead resistance of around $153 a share is the initial target for this move. But this has been such a protracted, such a hyper extended bear market with very little respite, if any. I think the bears are just going to keep just smacking it down. As bond prices fall, ladies and gentlemen, what do yields do? They rise. This right here says interest rates are in jeopardy of no longer being at 0%, but starting to go up, and they could actually explode. All right, so I'm just saying, man. you said they're gonna start selling weed at the GameStop. They're gonna be selling something. We're gonna see. It's an interesting one to watch. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep on it. We'll look at it every night. You know what I'm saying? I won't take my finger off of it. And at some point, I might even want to get involved. I don't know yet. My thing is the futures, but I don't know yet. All right. Let me hurry up. It's getting late. You guys had a few requests in here. Let me see what you got. Let me see what we're working with. You wanted to see NAC. All right, Lucas. Let me do you a solid with NAC. See what's up. All right, this is Northern Dynasty Minerals. Let's see what it's looking like here. All right, so the last alert we got on this one was a rally alert back here on the 5th of February. Here's all this nice upside production, but along the way, it has committed a few sins. We have a gap here that needs to be reconciled, and then this gap down here that needs to be reconciled at some point. At some point, it's going to need to be reconciled, and then, of course, this one here, down here, will need to be reconciled at some point. All right, so I think it's probably going to start heading back down here because today it created something else, and this is a massive bearish pointer. So this bearish pointer is probably about to be reconciled and start the kicking off or the filling of the gaps in NAC. All right, so that is my take on that one. All right, what else we got here? Okay, you said that the UVXY had a mini rally today. Usually that's canary in the coal mine. Well, let's take a look at the UVXY right quick and see. That's a 3X inverse. No, that's a 3X ETF. So let's see what's up. Let's see. All right, so your UVXY, yeah, it moved up a little bit today, but let's put this into perspective. Okay, so you're in a bear market here. You came into today with a rally alert, so that's why we popped up today because we had a rally alert. So yeah, we knew that was going to happen, and it just closed this gap here. Now, is it going to continue to move higher and then close this gap up here around the $13 mark? I'm going to have to call that as our target. So our initial target is the trend line around 11.5. And then I think we're going to come up here and probably test the $15 handle. So first target 11.5, secondary target around $15 on the UVXY. All things being equal. All right, next up it says, can you look at SNDL? All right, let's see what's up with SNDL. That sounds kind of familiar. Let me see. SNDL, Sundial Growers. All right, let's see. This sounds familiar, like I heard it before. Oh, look what we got here. Okay, let me just double check. Let me see if it's in my inventory. That's probably where I may have heard it. I just don't remember it because I don't get it requested on the live that much. So let's see if it's in our inventory. If it is, then we're good to go. If not, you just one more I have to add. Okay, it does exist. That's great. All right, it already exists. Okay, so this one, the last alert we had here was given on February the 8th. We had a rally alert on the PulseWave reports. And then here's the upside production that you got. And this one's looking like it wants to take off too, but you did commit a sin. You have a gap right here that needs to be back and filled at some point. All right, don't know when that's going to happen, but at some point that's going to have to happen. All right, so, and then of course you got this little thing here, but these two need to be reconciled at some point before you can really see a serious rally go there. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, ADA. All right, let's see what we got. You want to see the A to the D Cardano. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see. I know it's around here somewhere. All right. All right, here we go. ADA Cardano. Got you covered. All right, so you can see here the ADA Cardano. All right, so you had this rally alert right here is the last signal you got, and that was on January the 28th of 2021. And then here's all your upside production. This is not really a gap. All right, ignore this. So yeah, this one's looking like it wants to really break north here and get above par, which is one dot something according to this liftoff. This could definitely be a $1.50, $1.60. Yeah, easily. I don't see why not. I think that is definitely something that can happen. All right, what else you got here? Let's see. I know I saw something else. Okay, CCJ. All right, let's see what's up with CCJ. All right. Cameco. Yep, this one's definitely already on the dashboard. All right, last signal was here on February the 5th was a rally alert on the PulseWave reports. And then you can see all this upside production. How lovely. Just so you know, these arrows, the red arrows are crash alerts. The green arrows are rally alerts. These arrows show you on the daily PulseWave reports what the alert was on any given point. And it, gives you a historical perspective. And that's what these charts mean. So if you are a subscriber to the PulseWave reports and you went long on this deal, this right here, then you would have caught all this upside production. That's basically what that means. Like here, if you were a subscriber, you would have got this report. It would have told you on February the 5th, we had a rally alert. You would have got long. Here's all the upside production you would have enjoyed. That's how that works. So this one, it looks like it wants to continue to head north. This one looks pretty strong. This is CCJ Cameco. All right, what else y'all got? Let's see. Quantum. All right, don't get too many requests for Quantum. Okay, let's see what's up. Quantum. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. I know it's around here somewhere. Just bear with me. All right. Ah, okay. Found it. Found it. Found it. All right. All right. Here's your quantum. Last alert was on February the 5th. Rally alert. Here's the upside production. This was a really good run. This one's looks like it's on track to go to anywhere between 10 and 12, maybe even 14 you could hit. So this one's looking really, really strong. Quantum's looking very powerful right now. Let's see here. New cipher. New cipher. Okay, let me see. Never heard of that one. So let's see. NU cipher. Oh, wait a minute. NU. Huh. Is New Cipher a crypto or something? Is that a crypto or a stock or what? What is New Cipher? Because I can't find it here by pulling it up by name. I don't know what's going on. I can't locate it. If it's a crypto, I can't. I know I can't pull it up if it's a crypto. It's not on my list. All right, so the next one here is NIO. All right, NIO. Let's see what we got. All right, NIO, which is NIO American Depository, whatever however you say it. Let's see here. All right, you got a crash alert on this one for tomorrow's trading trend line support. Right below the 55 handle would be the initial target on this one. It is in a bull market, but it's not trending at the moment. It has ceased and it's trading in a range. As you can see here, all you're doing is staying within this trading range. You're not really breaking out from it. All right, now let's take a look at your next one here, which is PLTR. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, this one doesn't have a lot of data. Okay, I remember this one. Yeah, this one's still building data. I added it to the dashboard, but it's not going to populate until we get more data. But right now, this one has a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. Trend line support around $27 a share is going to be the initial target on that one. Oh, it's crypto. Yeah, I don't have that yet, my man. I don't have that on my list just yet. All right, how about AG First Majestic? All right, let's see. Yep, AG First Majestic. Yeah, I know that's definitely on my dashboard. All right, let's see here. Okay, so AG First Majestic, you had this nice, rollout here and then fell down and corrected, creating multiple gaps along the way. So we had this crash alert coming into today's trading. Got a little bit of downside production. So here's what happened. You had your rally alert back here on January the 19th of 2021. You got this upside production, which was real crazy, right? You got this gap down here that needed to be filled. So as you rallied up, you created another gap. The market gapped down to fill this gap. Now it needs to rally back up to close this gap. So I'm calling this one the higher. You may get around 19, between 19 and $20 is going to be your initial target on the AG as it's going to try to head up and fill those gaps. Okay, you said GSAT, they got a deal with Qualcomm for 5G tech. Trying to decide if I should hold. Let's take a look and see what the chart is saying. You say GSAT. Okay, let's see what's up. All right, this one's traded on so this is Global Star, traded on the New York Stock Exchange. All right, bear with me a second. Let's see what we got. I'll tell you what's good in just a second. All right, that one was not on my dashboard, so I just added it to the U.S. equity reports, so it should be on the next report. All right, this one, wow. Okay, so this is in a bull market, so if you're long, you should definitely hold it. But I would definitely, watch it though. Pop your way through it, as with anything. All right, so you had your last alert was on February the 3rd, rally alert. Then you got all this upside production. So this one's looking really good right now. The only sin this stock has committed was the gap that it created on January the 8th. It did gap up on January the 8th. The prior was January the 7th, where you got this gap way down here, man. So there is a possibility for this one to correct to close this gap. At some point, this gap down there is going to have to be dealt with at some point. Doesn't mean it has to do it right now. It may just continue to rally. So this one, you're going to have to pop your way through it. If you're already long, you're going to pop your way through it. You're playing with the house's money now. You should at least move your stop to lock in profit and then play it, see where it goes. If it's going to correct right now and drop all the way back down here, then you'll have another opportunity to get long again. I really would hope that you are a PulseWave subscriber, because then you'll have the daily alerts that will let you know, when precisely that market is getting ready to pop back up again and what you should do about it. All right. So that's what I have for you on that one. All right. The next one is, I already did SNDL. So you definitely want to rewind after you finish watching this. Let's see, DE. Yeah, hold on. Let me see something I can show you real quick. I know it's around here somewhere. Yep, here's sundial growers. Yep, I already did sundial growers. I already did that one. All right, so let's see, DE. Let's see, what is DE? Is that John Deere or something like that? Yep, I knew it. I figured that. All right, so here's your John Deere. All right, so it came into today with a crash alert, and you did get some downside production on it. I think the trend line support down here around the 285 level is going to be the initial target on this one. All right, again, this is one of those situations where you want to be a PulseWave Report subscriber, because apart from the rally and crash alerts, as you can see here, the system is uncannily accurate. We also give you intraday price inflection points. So on a day where you don't have an alert, you'll know what to look for and see if it's shaping up to be when the market's about to explode or if it's about to decline without an alert. That's what the PulseWave reports are so powerful. We don't just give you these rally and crash alerts, which, as you can see here, are very uncannily accurate, but we give you the intraday price inflection points that tell you what to look for on any given day, and that will be your signal that the market is about to rally or about to crash, and that you have a chance to hurry up and place your tickets, your trade tickets, and then let the market come to you. So it's pretty slick like that. All right, that's pretty much it, man. That's it. That's all we got time for today. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Smash that like button. And I got to tell you, man, as you can see here, every time you ask me to pull up a security, and I do, and you see the results here that's what you're looking at. These arrows are taken from the report. and it goes all the way back to let you know the historical performance. You can see how uncannily accurate these post-wave price trigger reports are. That's what these candles, that's what these green and red arrows are. Red arrows are sell and green arrows are buy. You can see here how you would have done on any one of these securities that you have me put up here on the screen. And you can't make the stuff up. You see what I'm saying? You can't hurry up. Okay, let me hurry up and do this real quick before I show them. No, it boom pulls it up, and then here's everything here. The system's already running on all of these. So you see what I'm saying? This is how we do it, man. All right, y'all be encouraged. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the next post wave report, and I'm out. Peace.